Peace, peace, happy now. Well, Zen hour. you, you are now tuned in to the Zen hour, late night, like a late night radio show. This is the Zen hour. In this book, Zen Flesh and Zen Bones, and just a little partial read. I want to share with y'all. It's not all of it, but most of it. I want to elaborate. A noble heart never forces itself forward. Its words are as rare as gems, seldom displayed and of great value. You know, and some things, though right, were considered wrong for generations. Since the value of righteousness may be recognized after centuries, there is no need to crave an immediate appreciation. Live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. Pass each day in peaceful contemplation. And just the vibe, again, a noble heart never forces itself forward. You know, I never force, more so speaking to never forcing information or energy on nobody. Its words are as rare as gems, but seldom displayed, you know, and of great value, like a gem. You barely, a gem is rare because you barely, see it, you know what I'm saying? But it's of great value, and it's the same way with us, sharing certain information. And of course, I'm constantly learning that, to just like not always trying to teach everybody about everything in every moment. It's again them rare gems, seldom displayed but of great value. And then also this aspect, uh, where it's like do not. Well, before I said the part that I said earlier, right before that says do not discuss right or wrong. In other words, to be sitting down fussing with somebody over what's right and what's wrong, it becomes again it's more that could be a very subjective subject, but some things, though right, quote unquote right, were considered wrong at some time for generations. So since the value of righteousness may be recognized after centuries, meaning like, whether it was something quote unquote right or wrong could be realized after, like years later, we'll see the results. So it's like right now, just worry about, being genuine and true to your soul, and whether it was right or wrong, will show up, later, kind of like like a Nikola Tesla or somebody bringing forth certain things, it's like, Nikola Tesla just focused on bringing forth that information and not necessarily, again, not more, this ain't a bad example, but, not from the right or wrong perspective, but from a gratitude perspective of, after bringing forth certain information and certain little inventions, it's like, like letting the invention or the information be on its own and not trying to, like gratify, like, like what Tesla wasn't like, oh, I'm right about all this free. Like, he's just like, I'm just happy to be able to share this information, in this moment, but live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. Pass each day in peaceful contemplation. But definitely want to share that with y'all. Let me see, might have one more. Let's see. Any more Zen stories? That's it for right now. Peace. Have it now. Now's the vibrative course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now.